everybody, what's happening? Welcome to today's video. I'm Brian K, and today we're going to be talking about something we can do with our pentatonic scales, right? That's not super hard, but it will seriously expand your creativity in ways you'll be able to use the scale, okay? But before we get into it, I do want to thank everybody who's come out here on Rumble and on YouTube, okay, and the squawking birds outside, because they're happy to be here too. And they're happy to support the channel, and I appreciate everybody who has supported the channel. You know, you've shared, liked the videos, subscribed, okay? Thank you very much. It helps me continue to build this channel. And of course, if you haven't done so already and you'd like to do something small, a little thing that helps me keep building the channel, like, share, and subscribe, because it goes a long way. Okay, with that said, let's get into today's video about what we could do with our pentatonics, okay? Today's a key of D. Key of D major. D major kind of day, and we're looking at a blues, okay, like a 12-bar blues in the key of D major. So we're looking at D chords, G chords, and A chords, right? It's 1, 4, 5. So D's major, G major, A major chords of some kind in our blues, right? And we're looking at our pentatonic scales. So we're going to be looking at like both major and minor pentatonic scales in this today, okay? So, you know, you want to be hip to your scale shapes. If you're not, real quick, here's a 1-octave shape for each one of these scales, okay? And I'll do it right off of the root note here of a D major bar chord, right? Here off the 5th fret with the A string as the root note, right? 5th fret of the A string, here's minor, 1-octave minor pentatonic shape. Going to be the 5th fret up to the 8th fret on the A string, then you go to the D string, 5th fret, 7th fret, right? Then the G string, 5th fret, 7th fret, okay? That's a minor pentatonic and a major pentatonic off the same exact root note, right here at the 5th fret with this D major bar chord, right? Okay, 5th fret of the A string to the 7th fret of the A string. Okay, then you go to the 4th fret of the A string, up to the 4th fret of the D string, up to the 7th fret of the D string, right? Then you go to the 4th fret of the G string, up to the 7th fret of the G string, right? So 1-octave major pentatonic shape, 1-octave minor pentatonic shape. Both of these scales can be used in our blues, okay? So what we're talking about doing to expand some creativity and something easy to do with these scale shapes is to simply just connect the half steps in between the scale tones, right? Chromatic movement, right? Half steps. So if you're in a minor pentatonic scale, you know, now you have a lot more notes to be able to say something with. You're going from one note to the other, right? Bunch of half steps inside, but we're using the scale shape, right, as our template. Just stay inside the scale shapes and connect one note to the other note in the scale with half steps, right? So, you know, the 5th fret to the 8th fret on the A string with the minor pentatonic, right? You have all those half steps. You've got a few half steps, right? 1, 2, 3 half steps to get to that next note. You go to the next string, right? From the 5th fret to the 7th fret of the D string, you have 2 half steps, see? Right? Just connect the notes with half steps, up and down. And you do that for both the major and the minor pentatonics, right? Major pentatonic, same thing. Just add the half steps in there. So this is kind of what the bebop guys used to do. Like if you've ever heard the term bebop, right? Bebop blues, bop scales. A lot of that has to do with simply putting chromatics into the scale, putting the half steps in where there weren't any half steps, usually in key choice spots to be a little bit more maybe sophisticated. You can really start targeting chord tones that way. But if you're just down with your scales and you know your scales, which is what you need to know to be able to do anything with a lead, right, solo for a blues, you have to start connecting the half steps. So the more of these scales that you know, the different positions of the major and the minor pentatonic scale, the better off you're going to be, obviously, right? So let's get into some sonic examples, okay? And I'll just show you exactly how you can begin pulling this in with your blues guitar lead playing right now, okay? Let's check it out. As we can hear, simply adding chromatic movement, filling in the half steps between the scale tones gives us a lot more options and a lot more color, quite frankly, a lot more color that we could start putting into our scales as we're playing a blues guitar solo or even a rock or a country solo, because this goes beyond styles. All right, have a good time with this, and until next time, enjoy playing your guitar. Catch you then.